name is Andy Milner. I am the band director at Paintsville Independent Schools in Paintsville, Kentucky. If you want to find out more about our band program, please visit myspace.com/PaintsvilleBand. Today, we're going to be going over Lesson 5, whole, half, and quarter notes out of this book right here, Master Theory, Book 1, Beginner Theory Workbook by Charles S. Peters and Paul Yoder. Okay. So our lesson, whole, half, quarter. Okay. Whole, half, and quarter notes. All of these are different types of notes. We talked about whole notes before, and what the book wants you to realize, and what I want you to realize, is that, of course, we know this is a whole note, but that whole note can be turned into a half note. And the way that we do that is we add a stem, okay? We add a stem. And then it can also be turned into a quarter. The half note can be turned into a quarter. And the way we do that is we fill in that circle just like that. Got to fill it in as best we can. That has been turned into a quarter note now. So altogether, a whole note looks like this. A half note, of course, let's draw a little arrow and cheat. All right, this is a half note, and then a quarter note looks like that. Okay, looks just like that. Okay. Now, the other thing that they wanted you to get in this lesson was knowing about stem direction. It is important to know where to put these stems. So I have my staff. Okay. Let's say I have a note that is right here. Say if we're in treble clef. Say I have a note that's right here on F. And let's make it a half note. I have to take my stem up, and I'll tell you why here in just a second. But let's say I'm on this F. Every good boy deserves fudge. Let's say I'm on this F. I have to make my stem go down. Now it's also important to know that which side you put these stems on. You will not have a whole note or a half note or quarter note or anything that where you will put this stem on that side. Okay? You will also not have a note on the upper side where you do this. So when you're up here, no Q's. And when you're down here, no B's. All right? Only P's and D's. Okay? Now, the general rule is, when you're right here in this middle line, anything above this, you need to put your stem down. And anything below this line, you need to put your stem up. Okay? Now, what happens if you're directly in the middle? Okay? You can sit there and make your guess, make your best guess. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? The answer is down. All right? So if you have a note here, it needs to go down. Now, this is true for quarter notes. All of these could have been quarter notes if we wanted them to. We just fill them in. All right? All right, that's the general idea for you to remember. Just know that whole notes look like that. Half notes look like this. Quarters look like that. If you have anything above this line, the stem needs to be on the left side and going down. If you have anything below this line, the stem needs to be on the right side and going up. And if you're in the middle, the stem needs to be going down. Now, why deal with all of this mess? It is simply a measure of neatness. It is simply a measure used to keep musicians organized. It keeps the music much neater. If you have the stems kind of going up into the staff, that way they're not, going all the way down, saves space. So there's a lot of different reasons why they do it, but just remember to do it. So, all right, so we're going to go ahead and work on the student assignment.
Lesson 5, whole, half, and quarter notes. A whole note can be changed into other kinds of notes. Add a stem to the whole note and it becomes a half note. Fill in the whole note and add a stem and it becomes a quarter note. In either staff, stems go up for all notes below the third line. Notice that. Below the third line, all of the stems are going up. And stems go down for all notes on the third line or above. Third line or above, the stems go down. Stems going up are attached to the right side of all notes, the right side. And stems going down are attached to the left side of the note. Your student assignment. Write 4 half notes. Okay? So what we're going to do is just draw a whole note and then a stem. And then we're going to repeat that 3 more times. No problem. Write 6 quarter notes. So here we're going to fill in like a circle and then a stem. Circle, stem. Circle, stem. So fill these in. And remember, it said to write 6 of them. Okay? Number 3, which direction will the stem go for treble clef B? So first, before we can answer that, we have to find treble clef B. And we should know that this right here is treble clef B because we go every good boy. And which direction is it going? It's going down. And then number 4, which direction will the stem go for bass clef C? So we can find bass clef C and we're going to go all cows. Okay? So that's where we would be going, all cows. And which direction does it go? Of course, up. All right. Memorize all notes below the third line, stems up. All notes on or above the line, stems down. And remember, of course, which side the stem goes on as well. All right, that's it. Thanks a lot. Please check out our band website, myspace.com/PaintsvilleBand, and I'll see you on lesson 6.